Hey guys, it's Elena and welcome back to my channel. I know that I haven't been filming in a really long time. I've been really busy, been in college, so that's a good time. It's super busy and super hectic, and it's been honestly the best year of my life. And so in the future, I'm looking forward to introducing you guys more into my life. My videos didn't used to be super high quality and they're still not that great. I'm still figuring things out and I have literally no idea how to do things. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is my skin. So when I first went to college, everything was like decent. My skin got a lot better from what it was. My last video that I filmed, a lot of you guys did watch. It was my review on the Neutrogena light mask, which was really interesting. In that video, there's a clip where I showed trying on the mask and you could literally see how bad my skin was. And then the previous video was a review on the L'Oreal like full coverage foundation, and I like showed you guys my acne and stuff, and oh my gosh, my acne was so bad. It was the worst it's ever been. So I was super desperate. After that point, I was doing everything that I possibly could. I was buying natural products because my skin is super sensitive, so I was buying Burt's Bees, and I was buying all of these products trying to figure out what the heck was going on with my skin. It was actually ridiculous. Like, my skin had never really been this bad before. I'd always had like acne, but it never had been to the point where I didn't want to leave my house. I didn't want to leave my house without makeup, and I didn't even want to, excuse me, walk around my house and look at mirrors without makeup on, which is so awful. Like, I didn't even want to, and this is not being over dramatized, sometimes I would like avoid mirrors. I still kind of do subconsciously, but I would avoid looking in mirrors because I was so ashamed of what I was seeing, because to me I was like, holy crap, what I want to do with my life is be a cosmetic chemist, and look at my freaking skin. It looks awful. It looks like I just dunked my face wasn't super oily. My face was always very good at regulating oil, but I just had a lot of acne and clogged pores, and I could not figure out why. I removed my makeup the same way that I had previously. I had just introduced some new products, which I'm going to get to that here soon. And I was doing everything that I had previously done with a few additives that were supposed to help. So the one mistake that I made that I now look back on and I'm like, why the frick did I do this? Makeup wipes. I know that they're so convenient and that they're, you know, just pull them out of a pack and you just start rubbing your face. They're so not good at removing makeup at all. All they do is smear it around your face, and so it just gets like clogged back into your skin, and even if you wash your face after using a makeup wipe, it's still like, it just smeared it all over your skin. And not only that, it's abrasive, and cotton has these really nasty freaking fibers that are so small that get like in your skin. And although cotton is a natural product and all that kind of stuff, cotton can still get stuck in your pores and also create acne, which is really awful. So that wasn't fun, and that was my first mistake. And then my second mistake was using Proactive around this time, because I had used Proactive when I was in middle school, and I had went back to it when my skin started getting bad because I didn't know what else to do. I was so desperate to get rid of it. I tried witch hazel, which made things worse because later I found out I'm allergic to witch hazel. I tried tea tree oil, which also I found out that I'm allergic to that too, so that's not good. And my face got super red. It was just awful. Oh my gosh. I was so desperate. So finally I was talking to my mom about it, and it got to the point where I needed to be on medication. No, I was not on Accutane or any kind of acne medication. I just went on birth control. So I went on a type of birth control that has lower male hormones and higher woman hormones. So it wasn't going to cause any added acne or like any added hormones that could cause androgens, thus creating acne on my skin. So that helped a ton. It took months. I probably have been on birth control for about a year, like right now, but it definitely didn't start kicking in until around like the 5-month mark. And even then I was still getting really kind of disgusting acne, worse than I had when I was in middle school, like beginning high school. So it was just kind of getting discouraging, especially when at this time I was in college. So now I'm like, you know, having to do more things, walk around, be sweaty and taking pictures and like doing fun stuff. And especially around this time I was going through sorority recruitment, so then that was like an even more added thing, because during recruitment you have to get dressed up and, you know, present yourself in the way that you want people to view you as you. That doesn't mean, you know, looking absolutely gorgeous or anything like that, but wanting to put your best foot forward. And for me, I didn't want them to look at my face and be distracted by all of my acne and think that I was an uncleanly person, because subconsciously when people see that, it's kind of an assumption, even though you know that that's not always the case. It can be hereditary, there's all kinds of different factors. But you know, it's that subconscious thing, like they must not watch their face, and this girl is going for cosmetic chemistry and she doesn't even take care of her skin. So I was super embarrassed, and no amount of makeup would really cover it. I mean, it did a pretty good job, but it wasn't enough. So then I get into my spring semester. Things are getting a little bit better, because at this point I was totally done with makeup. I didn't wear makeup at all the semester, like the whole semester, unless I had an event for my sorority, or me and my boyfriend were doing something really fun and going somewhere really nice. Unless there was any type of like formal event that I had to go to, or some kind of like meeting that I had to go to, I was not putting on makeup. I wasn't going to do it. And thus I really lost a hobby of my own, because I had given it up for my skin, which it honestly did help taking a break from makeup for a while, just because mixing makeup with the stress that I was feeling in my major was just not good. So it did help. It did help a ton, but I was still getting acne and I was lost. So then one day I was at Walmart and I decided that I was done using acne scrubs. At this point I was using Ocean Salt by Lush. It was super abrasive, it was making my skin really red. So I was done. I was like, I am so done with all these abrasive products, I'm throwing them all away and freaking because I'm over it. So what I did was I went to the store and I bought the most gentle cleansers, and I bought a gentle moisturizer, and then an eye cream, and that was it. I bought Cetaphil, the daily facial wash. I bought a Burt's Bees sensitive skin moisturizer, and then I bought a Garnier eye roller for eye cream, and then I think I got retinol for underneath my eyes, and that was it. And that was all that I was going to use on my skin, and my acne started to clear up. It was actually incredible. My skin started feeling better. It wasn't as red anymore. My acne was not showing up as often, only around that time of the month. But that's another story. That's something that cannot be avoided. And things were just really looking up. So then things started going downhill towards like finals week and towards the time when you take exams and stuff, because I was super stressed. So one night I was laying in my bed and I was tragically just kind of laying there trying to take Snapchats of myself in the dark, but every time the flash went off, there was like this pimple underneath my eye, which I assumed was from my lab goggles because I forgot to clean them that day, and they sit like right around your eye, so I just assumed that my goggles had done me wrong. I went to Curology that night and I jumped out of bed. I took pictures of my face. I'll see if I can find those. I don't think I still have them, but my face looked very similar to this, but just not as red. So then I had, you know, taken pictures of myself, told them that I had clogged. All it was $5 for them to ship it to me, and then they were gonna give me my first trial size, which looks like this. And it actually lasted me a month, and it is so cute and little. My name on the back. Oh, there's this, ew, ugh. And my provider's name, and yeah, and everything that's in my Curology. I started using Curology and all of a sudden my face looks amazing. You can't see my acne through my skin anymore. If anybody watches my OG videos, my old ones, you could see my acne through my skin, and now you can't. It's incredible. Then there were some other factors that really contributed to my skin getting a little bit better around this time. I started drinking more water. I got this app. I'm gonna put it on the screen. It's called Plant Nanny, and it's the cutest app I've ever used my whole entire life. So I started using this app because basically every time you drink a certain amount of water, you water your plant. And if your plant doesn't get enough water and it's not hydrated, it will die, and then it's just not a good time. And every time you finish growing a plant, it goes in the garden, and then you get a new plant, which is really cute and fun. So if you're into something like that to force you to drink water, it's actually a really great app. And so also something that I want to talk about is how I remove my makeup now. I no longer use makeup wipes. I use a kind of like the Clinique like melt off balm thing. I'll show you a close-up of the one that I use. It's from The Body Shop. And I also just use the Garnier Micellar eye makeup remover in waterproof to get off all of my eye makeup. It really breaks down all of the makeup and gets it completely off of my skin, and then I don't really have to worry about it. And then I just wash my face with the Cetaphil face wash, and if it's at night, usually when I take off my makeup, then the only thing I do is put on my Curology and a little bit of moisturizer if my skin is feeling a little bit dry, and then I go to bed. And then if it's in the morning, I wash my face with the Cetaphil, and then I put on my moisturizer and go on with my day. And acne products chemically are geared to make your skin worse so that you continue to buy the products. And that's just how business works, and that's how the cosmetic industry is. So if you're not buying products that are geared towards acne, it's not really gonna cause you any extra problems. So that's why it works.
Okay, so I just wanted to intervene here and explain exactly why I said this. Now, the reason why I made the executive decision to stop using acne products was for this particular reason, which is why I went ahead and purchased Cetaphil and the other products that had nothing to do with acne. So that's the reason why.
And also, instead of treating your acne, you need to be treating your skin. So instead of thinking about just the pimples on your face, you need to think about the health of your skin. The best thing for you to do is just stop using acne products altogether that are geared towards acne and start using products geared towards the health of your skin. I think it's honestly something that you guys should think about, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope that this helps somebody. Good luck on your journey to beautiful, healthy skin. I know it's really hard, but don't beat yourself up about it, because your skin doesn't define you. It's who you are that defines you. Good luck.